Right, this is a bit of a weird one that I feel I've spoken about, but never directly shown. This is quite simply just DPS checking in the range with a variety of different weapons. All I'm doing at the moment is trying to build up to 100 stacks, and then I'm going to show this solo, which, for the most part, a lot of people are correct. This is the SIG, and then we're going to swap to St. Elmo's. Can you really see a difference? Even if I play them side by side, which will look something along the lines of this. Yeah, there's a 0.27 second difference between them. A lot of people have shown this. 0.2 seconds, nothing to write home about. And as I've said several times, in solo play, do what you want. However, when we start entering group play, things get a bit weird. And it's all just down to enemy scaling. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just trying to maintain my stacks while I wait for a friend to join, and also gives me an opportunity to talk to you, is do it again. I'm going to do it in 2-player and then 3-player, and I'm just going to let your imagination run wild in 4-player for no other reason than I couldn't get a 4th person to join because I'm all alone. But hopefully this will show you the difference between what is a meta AR and what people like to portray as meta breaking ARs, which is completely fucking stupid. So I've got Toasty in now, swap into St. Elmo's. Again, could you really see a difference? Probably not. However, the difference here on 2-player scaling is 0.29 seconds. Now this still isn't a lot, and there's probably a little bit of human error there because it should be slightly higher. From the calculations I've done, it should have been about 0.34 seconds. So there's a bit of human error in just my editing skill. However, what really shows this is when we actually get a 3rd person to join who has just joined now, and even this, you should be able to see a difference. And it's not exactly difficult to actually tell. So, 3-player scaling, this is the SIG, swap to St. Elmo's, go again. Yeah, there is, at least visually for me, a very clear difference, and you can see it here. It's a 0.42 second difference. Now imagine this on 4-player scaling. Annoyingly, I couldn't get a 4th player to join, so you'll have to use your imagination, so it's not exactly a complete test. And this is just on heroic against an elite. Put this on legendary, and we're moving into a second worth of difference. Put this onto 4-player legendary, you're looking at 1.4 seconds. The overall notion that your AR doesn't matter, or there are meta breaking ARs, the one I see going around a lot at the moment is ACRE. Oh, it's able to outperform this, it's able to outperform that. No, the only thing it's technically able to outperform is Eagle Bearer. That's it. That's it. It's other than Eagle Bearer, it's at the bottom of the list. Then we have the issue of just the simple fact that they're 15% apart. From the top AR, Dod-Foamath, to the bottom AR, Eagle Bearer, there's 15% difference. That is it. So there's no point really getting uppity about it. However, the notion that something like an ACR can compete with top-end weapons is just quite comical. Now, originally I did want to use an ACR to show this, to show the actual difference, but I don't have one. What I did have was a mechanical animal, which is a SIG 765, or whatever the hell it's called, which does outperform an ACR. However, just to add another insult to injury on this is just the SIGs, and we can see that there is a 0.44 second between solo and 3-player, and then if we do the same with just the St. Elmo's, it's a 0.3 second between them. So, including scaling of 1 to 3-player, ideally I wanted to do 4, but I couldn't. There's a 0.14 second difference between them, just between solo and 3-player. Now imagine if I did this with a Dod-Foamath, which has higher burst DPS than an Elmo. Now imagine if I took this to 4-player. Now imagine if the range had legendary. Now imagine if the enemies moved unlike they do in the range. Now imagine the enemies shoot back. If you were to do this in a vacuum, the difference is quite clear. And then when you do this in the open world, the difference is actually huge. So hopefully this clears up this issue. Well, it's not really an issue, I'm potentially just making an issue. But no, an ACR is not a meta killer or whatever. And like I said at the start, playing solo, you have your own way. Playing in a group, you're going to get hit with something very, very different. Have fun, good luck, don't die. It's bad for the health.